Is a short video on a couple of the features of the TI-84 that we need for the lessons that we're doing. Okay, if you look on page 196, let's look at problem number 7. Now, on problem number 7, it says 5 males with an X-linked genetic disorder each have 1 child. The random variable X is the number of children among 5 who inherited the X-linked genetic disorder. Okay, what we need to do is we got our TI-84. We need to press stat, and then see it says edit. We're going to press 1 for edit. And let's see here in L1, we're going to put the X values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go over here to L2 and we're going to put the P of X values 0.031, 0.156, 0.313, 0.313, 0.156, and 0.031. All right, now we got them in. How do we calculate it? We want to find, we are trying to find the mean and the standard deviation. So we're going to press stat, and then we're going to go over, you got to use the arrow, over to calc. Now we have an X and a Y both, so we're going to press 2 for Y variable statistics. Now, I've already actually done this, so yours may be blank. If it's blank, you're going to put L1, and here, let me just clear it. So you're going to second, and down here where the 1 is, press L1. Then you're going to go to the second one, second, and L2. Now, since your list is a frequency table, you need to do the frequency list, put that in there as well. And second, L2. And you'll notice it just writes over the top of it. Scroll down to calculate, press enter, and voila. You'll notice the mean, X bar, is 2.5. And sigma, the standard deviation, is 1.1. Excellent. Excellent. So that's how you calculate the mean and the standard deviation. Now, let's see here. What if, well, what if you had to do a second one? If you had to do a second one, there's a couple ways to clear it out. You could press second, mem, and go down here to 4, and that would clear all lists. But let's try number 8. Let's see here. We're going to try number 8. So what we found out our mean, and that was actually supposed to be mu. Mu is 2.5, and our standard deviation was 1.1. So we're going to try number 8 real quick. Well, let's see. Second, quit. And then we're going to press stat, and then we're going to go to 1. And we've already got stuff in L1 and L2. But we can use this stuff in L1, but L2, we're going to have different numbers. So I'm going to go up here to L2. See how I have L2 highlighted? And I'm going to press clear. Maybe it's delete. Maybe there it goes. So you press clear, and then you scroll down into it, and it clears it out. So we'll put 0.659, enter, 0.287, enter, 0.05, enter, 0.004, enter, 0.001, enter, and then 0. All right, excellent. Remember, we're going to press Stat. We're going to go to the right for Calc. Press 2 for two variable statistics. L1 is our X list, L2 is our Y list, and our frequency list is L2. So we'll scroll down to Calculate, press Enter, and what do we get? 0.4 for our mean. So mu equals 4. And our standard deviation was 0.6. 0.6. All right. So that's how you calculate the mean and the standard deviation on a table. Okay. Now, what if you wanted to calculate some probabilities? Let's drop down here to number 19. Number 19. And it says use probabilities for significance events. Find the probability of getting exactly 6 girls in 8 bursts. Okay, we can do that. Let's go to our emulator. And I'll just press clear to get it out. And to clear all my lists, second, mem, and then 4, clear all lists. And those are done. Now I want to calculate 6 girls in 8 bursts. So I'm going to press second and this vars button. Notice how it says this distribution there above it. Second vars button. All right. And then I'm going to scroll up till I get to A. Okay. On the Inspired, it was menu 65A. On this, a little bit different. Press enter, and it gives me a little thing. So how many trials were there? Well, there's 8 trials. My probability was 50%, 0.5. My X value is 6. And then, now PDF, you're looking for the PDF, we're looking for, let me put this up before I hit that. The probability that X equals 6, okay? That's what you're looking for. That's why you use the PDF. Binomial PDF. And it was 8, 0.5, and 6. And then when you press enter, looks just like that, and 0.109. 0.109. Now, B, that was A. B is a little bit different. Find a probability of getting 6 or more bursts. And so B is a probability that X is greater than or equal to 6, which means it's the probability of 6 plus the probability of 7 plus the probability of 8. Now, we're going to have to do this a little bit differently in the 84, okay? Because the 84 has the same command that the Inspire had, but it works a little bit differently. And it's the binomial CDF, cumulative distributive, cumulative is what it stands for. So we're going to do, we would put in 8, 0.5, and since we want 6, we're going to put in a 5 here, but we're going to do 1 minus that. Okay, we're going to do 1 minus that. And that's because of the way the binomial CDF works. It 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and 4, and so on. So to work with that, we got to do 1 minus. So that we got 1 minus second distribution, and let's go get the B. Number of trials, 8. Probability is 0.5. The value is 5. And enter. 1 minus. And that is 0.144. So the probability that X is greater than or equal to 6 is 0.144. Okay, now, just so you get a little bit of practice working with that, let's go over here to page 210. Get a new sheet here. Page 210. And just so I can give you a second example, number 15. Yes, we've already worked these, but that's why I'm doing them because we've already worked with them using the Inspire, which you're comfortable with. Now we're going to do it with 84. Find the probability the number X of correct answers is 7. So the probability of 7. Now, n equals 8. Probability of success is 0.2. Okay. And it's assumed that random guesses are made for 8 multiple choice questions on the SAT test. So n is 8, each with a probability of success correct given by p equals 0.2. Find the indicated probability of the correct answers. So we're going to find this one here. Let's get our calculator, and we got second distribution. Let's go find A. All right, for the binomial PDF, number of trials, 8. Probability of success was 0.2. The X value we're looking for is 7. And then enter. 8, 0.2, and 7. Press enter. And ooh, that's a real small number. So we have 0. That was at 8192. 8192. Okay. So number 16. Find the probability that the number of X of correct answers is at least 7. So this is going to be 16. The probability that X at least 4, that's going to be greater than or equal to 4. So to calculate, remember that's the probability of 4 plus the probability of 5 plus the probability of 6 plus the probability of 7 plus the probability of 8. And if you remember, when you add, probability of 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2 and so on plus the probability of 8. Remember, all of those equal 1. So we're going to do 1 minus the probability of, and let me put that in, 1 minus the probability of 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2 plus the probability of 3. Okay? So we're going to do it that way there. And to do that, we're going to say 1 minus second distribution, and we're going to do, oh, I didn't mean to do that. B. I'm just going to press B. Binomial CDF, trials is 8, 0.2. X value, we've got 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to put in 3 here and paste. And we get 0.563 equals 0.0563. And these answers should correspond with those that we got from the Inspire. Number 17. Find the probability that the number x of correct answers is fewer than 3. So the probability that x is less than 3 would be the probability of 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2, which we're going to use binomial CDF, and that's going to be 8, 0.2, and since our largest one is 2, we'll use 2. Let's try that. Second, distribution, alpha, B, that gets me there quicker. Ooh, I hit the wrong one. Clear. Second, distribution, alpha, and there we go. Did I do it again? Oh, clear. Second, quit. All right, second, distribution, alpha. There we go. Binomial CDF, trials is 8, 0.2. And this time we've got 2. Paste. And 0.7969. So we got equals 0. We'll just do 3 places, 797. Okay. Now, can we just, this should be good, okay? This should help you out. If you have any more questions, shoot me an email. Y'all enjoy your day.